Hello and welcome to Run to Your Challenges. In this episode, we're going to talk about the challenge of leadership in action. Now, if you're new to this show, this is the 5-minute show delivered to you 6 days a week that discusses common leadership challenges and offers encouraging tips to help you and your team run to your challenges. Please be sure to subscribe and or enable your Alexa flash brief skill so that you'll never miss another episode. This is Paul Grau Jr. from Current Leadership Coaching, and let's dive right into leadership in action. So I attend this men's Bible study at my church, and we are currently going through the book of James. Specifically, we are using the Francis Chan video study, and I'll tell you what, Francis Chan is the man. It's absolutely amazing how he breaks down scripture in the simplest way to make you feel like he's talking directly to you. You know what I mean? You ever hear something like that? So this was our second meeting in the study, and we're watching 2 videos each meeting. They're only about 8 to 10 minutes long, and then after watching the videos, we have small group discussions to really share how we connect to the lesson. This past meeting, Chan was teaching on James 1:19 through 27, and he started with the whole be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry. That was, I think, James 1:19. And then he moved right on to verse 22. And the bottom line message was basically that we need to listen to the word, then do what it says. We need to carry out what we learn. We need to do what Scripture says to do. Imagine that. It's such a basic statement. And it really got me to thinking about how leaders say so much to their people, but how often do leaders actually pause long enough to really listen to their people and then follow up by doing what they hear? How often do we talk to our people, listen to stuff, and then basically just brush it under the carpet or forget about it? How often do we go to church, read the Bible, listen to what's preached, and then take no action on what we've learned or what we've heard? This past weekend, I attended a men's retreat with the guys in my mastermind group. In total, there were over 80 guys from all over the world, and we learned a lot. We listened intently to many speakers share their heart and soul with us and gave us some great actionable takeaways. However, now the buck stops here. Now it's time for me to pony up and start doing what I actually heard, what I actually learned. If I carry through and do what I listened to and learned over this past weekend, I will be a better leader, a better husband, a better father, a better friend, a better coach, speaker, trainer, etc., etc. You get the point, right? So if I start doing what I heard and what I learned, I'm going to get better. Well, the truth is, we all probably spend way too little time really listening to what's going on around us. We are all so caught up in our own world that we often miss so many opportunities that are happening all around us, that are happening right in front of us. Well, it's time for leaders to start listening intently to our people. It's time for us to be quick to listen and slow to speak and slow to get angry. It's time for us to take action on what we are listening to and get busy doing for others as much as possible. Quite frankly, I believe if most leaders took this approach and did for others the way they want others to do for them, our organizations and businesses will be so much more effective. Give it a try. Take action today on something that you just learned or heard. When you do, others will take notice. Others around you will take notice, and eventually they will start following your gallant lead. Just remember, this doesn't have to be great, big, actionable stuff. It could be as small as reaching out to somebody you see who is struggling, or pausing long enough to ask somebody how their day is going. Give it a try. Take action by listening first, then doing. Hey, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave me a 5-star review if you have, and be sure to subscribe and or enable your Alexa flash briefing skill so you never miss another episode. On that note, if you listen to this on your Echo, you can always listen to past episodes by opening up the podcast because they're all on there. I'd love it if you shared this briefing with friends, coworkers, and every leader you know. And feel free to contact me directly at paulgrau@currentleadershipcoaching.com. I'd love to hear what your greatest challenges are, so maybe I can feature you and your challenges on a future episode. Thank you. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.